Should you be dating while you're trying to become successful? It's a great question. Short answer is maybe. Really comes down to who you're dating and how. There was a period of time in my life where I dated a lot. This is obviously before I got married. But I had a bet with a buddy of mine who could go out with the most girls in over the summer, over a 90-day period, without dating the same girl twice in a row, keeping it completely platonic and without spending more than $5 on a date. I lost track at 132 dates. During that period of time, I was also making a ridiculous amount of money in my business. That's very hard to do. That's unusual. That said, can you be successful dating while you're running your business? Only if you understand what the priority is. You have to be very clear on what is the priority, and they can't both be the priority. One has to take priority over the other. And I would suggest that, again, it's easier to replace the girlfriend than it is to replace the business. And that may sound callous, and it may sound like, oh, I'm supposed to say, that the startup's easier to replace. The fact of the matter is that's not true. You may only get a couple of great business ideas in your entire life. When you do, you have to chase those hardcore with every single thing you got. Listen, it's like, when it comes to girls, the same is true for guys, okay? This is not a one-way street. This goes both ways. But when it comes to dating and meeting the right person, and there's no one right person, there's lots of right people, lots of people you could have a great relationship with. If you miss that 8 o'clock train, the 8:15 is right around the corner, right? It's like they say, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Well, there's another train coming. Just wait for it. It'll be here. So get focused on your business first. And when your business is highly successful, you'll have plenty of opportunities to find Mr. or Mrs. Right. If your business is not successful, finding Mr. or Mrs. Right is going to be a lot more difficult because you're not going to be in the right place, the right frame of mind to even find Mr. or Mrs. Right. So how do you get into that good state? How do you get into that right mental state to be open to the right relationship? Well, first of all, you got to make your list. We talked about that on another video, right? You got to list the 10 things that you want in the perfect spouse, and then you've got to list the 10 things that they would want in the perfect spouse, and you got to work on yourself on becoming those 10 things. Well, one of those things is probably successful at whatever you do. So from a starting point standpoint, get successful first, then worry about finding Mr. or Mrs. Right. Club Wealth is the only coaching company on the planet that will literally guarantee that you will double your income or make at least an extra $100,000 your first year coaching with us, or we will give you 100% of your investment back. Click the link below, sign up for the appropriate tier level, and let's get you a strategy session today. And I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, promise you that you will walk away with a heart full of gratitude for the time that we took for you because you got so much value out of that call. Schedule your strategy session today. I promise you'll be glad you did.